I'm Alison Haselden, and on today's episode of my multi-hyphenate charm bracelet, I thought it might be fun to take you along into the behind the scenes of what it looks like when I am working on a project for one of my marketing clients. In addition to being an artist in my own right as an actor, writer, and director, I also work as a marketing consultant for executive level creatives, as I like to call them. So some of my clients have included people like Grammy Award winning musicians, series regulars on TV shows, authors, producers, and entrepreneurs of all kinds. So it's a lot of fun for me. I have, a whole career previous to this in marketing and agencies and in-house for companies. And a few years ago, I struck out on my own as a consultant to better be able to juggle all of my passions in life. This particular video, I am walking you through a one-day shoot that I produced, coordinated, and directed for one of my clients, Daniel Platzman. You might recognize him as the former drummer of Imagine Dragons, but now he is pursuing his career as a film composer for TV and film. I've worked with Daniel now for several years, so I oversee pretty much all of his marketing operations, from his website to PR, to his branding, to prepping him for interviews, to working with anyone else on his team to make sure that his marketing and branding is up to snuff. So we've done several different photo and video shoots in the past that were a little bit more involved, a little bit more formal. This one very specifically was for the purpose of getting some more casual photo and video content for his social media. So a lot of what we're working with is kind of bare bones compared to other shoots we've done, which presents its own unique sets of challenges, but also kind of creates a very chill atmosphere and makes it very possible for me to kind of get in and get out really quickly, get what we need, and then we're set for about 9 to 12 months of casual content of this style for him, which is pretty cool. So on this particular project, I was able to bring in a photographer that I have worked with in the past, as well as one of my friends, Rose Bowman. Both of us came from Atlanta into Las Vegas for literally 2 days, which is a lot. But luckily we came in the day before, so we had some time to decompress, adjust to the time zone, and make sure that we had plenty of time to get all of our ducks in a row for the shoot the next day. So that means starting by eating some lunch. I love Italy, and we hung out by the pool a little bit and talked about our plans for the next day, just to make sure everything was all put together. So, as you can see, we had a delicious dinner at Best Friend in the Park MGM, and I had been dying to eat there, and it definitely lived up to the hype. It was so delicious. And then she wanted to check out the Chandelier Bar and a few other spots. I love going to the Chandelier Bar. Sadly, the desert air and all the air travel knocked me out. I think I got really dehydrated, so I got a headache and had to head back a little bit early, but it was all for the best, so I was able to kind of recharge and rest up for the next day of shooting. The next morning I was feeling so much better, so I got ready early, grabbed some coffee, and kind of reviewed the plan for the day. All of my work, for the most part, is happening before the shoot even occurs, and that can look a little bit different depending on my client, but in this case, I had a few meetings with Platz to discuss his vision, what he was hoping for, what kind of vibes and energy he kind of wanted to play with for this particular shoot based on the goal of it being more casual social content. I prepared several ideas that I thought would really work, and we kind of reviewed those together, fine-tuned them based on his feedback and his ideas as well. And then from there, I went to all of the work of making everything come together. So figuring out locations, figuring out his wardrobe and styling, deciding on the specific trends and video and camera style we wanted to use, as well as any of the different setups, the props or location adjustments that might be needed for some of our photo ideas as well as video ideas, and making sure we had all those items delivered where they needed to go, hiring crew, of course, which in this case was a very small skeleton crew, so that was pretty easy, and then making sure that there was a play-by-play schedule of the day, not only for the overall schedule, but also like a shot list, like nuanced moment by moment, what was going to be happening, what did we really need to make sure that we captured, and in what order, depending on all the other factors at play, as well as the weather and things like that. So it's a lot of planning and a lot of strategizing, but luckily that's where, you know, my marketing brain comes in handy. So it was a lot of fun. As you can see though, once we actually get to a shoot day, I am very hands-on and involved. So part of what my particular flavor of marketing consulting looks like is that I think a lot of people hear the word consultant and they think that I am just talking with my clients and giving them advice and feedback, and not actually getting down and dirty. And that is the opposite of what I do. I am involved every step of the way to be the point person for my client, right? I am the keeper of their brand. And so that means following all the way through from concepting the idea to making sure that their performance is how they want it, right? So I really get to know my clients one-on-one to figure out their personality style, their preferences, what some of their challenges are or their strengths, so that I know how to best support them and coach them through their performances in photo, video shoots, and interviews or events, right? So that is a lot of what I was doing during this day. I was directing the order of events, making sure we were staying on schedule, and then I was also getting involved with making the shots come to life, whether that was throwing the sheet music or giving notes about performance. In all of our video content, I was one-man banding it when it came to blocking out and choreographing our movements and tracks and making sure that everyone was hitting their marks at the right time, and that everyone felt comfortable and was able to deliver the performances that we were hoping to get. So that is really the intersection for me that I love of my background in marketing and my own career as an artist, right? I'm able to bring in my skills as a writer and a director and an actor in these moments on these shoots to marry with that marketing side. And that makes me really happy that I'm able to serve my clients in that way. By using all the different little pieces of my background.
Sometimes part of the job is corralling a bunch of balloons in a basketball court because it's so windy that we're worried they're gonna blow away. But we're having a great day.
And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me on a day at work, on a very fun, special day at work. I love working with plaids and I love all of my clients. I'm so grateful to them for bringing so much color and joy and fun to my life. I love getting to find creative solutions for them and put together projects like this. And I also love the day-to-day when I'm just typing away on my keyboard too. If you are a creative entrepreneur and you are interested in connecting with me to see if we might be a fit, you are welcome to check out the description box below for more details and to get in touch. See you next time.